Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile gang racketeering cases. There are going to be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
Police have now confirmed the shooting happened on Lafayette Parkway overnight Saturday into Sunday. The victim is an 18-year-old man. Now, we're told he had been in LaGrange with musical performers Cold Hearted Savage and others. They were performing at Club True. Police say Cold Hearted Savage is employed by the 4PF music label, which is reportedly associated with criminal street gangs in Atlanta.
Atlanta police are searching for the gunman who shot a 2-year-old boy. Authorities say that child is fighting for his life in the hospital tonight.
Tom, police say right now that little boy is in very serious condition. They say a shooter pulled up alongside the car he was riding in and opened fire. Police tell Fox 5 a blue Kia Optima tailed them to the corner of Peters and Chapel.
The car pulled alongside on the passenger side and began to open fire, striking the 2-year-old who was in the back seat.
The boy's father rushed him to Fire Station 14 on Lee Street. The Atlanta Fire Department says firefighters treated the boy until an ambulance arrived.
The child is in critical condition, but stable. And so that's right now, that's a good sign.
Deputy Chief Charles Hampton says it isn't clear if the victims knew the shooter, but he says the shooter targeted the victim's car.
Exit out the vehicle for me.
Exit out the vehicle with the hands in the air.
Just put the phone down for us, please, so you don't get yourself hurt. Come back towards us. Any weapons on you? Get your hands away from your purse for me. Put them on top of your head.
Here he is.
Out.
You want to put him in our
Out.
Yeah, he's got his phone and a big stack of cash in his pocket.
Listen, I love you, bro.
I'll walk you.
Sir,
Hey, follow this officer right here.
sir,
Come on, Quan.
I love you for real, bro. Can I get my girlfriend a kiss out, please?
You'll get it in a second. Come on, buddy.
It seemed like trouble following Lil Baby. 2 of his close friends and also 2 of his artists are part of 4PF that's also from his same neighborhood, Western Apartments. It seemed as if, though, according to police, allegedly, they both been getting in some trouble lately. Earlier this year, back in May, we recently did a report. Lil Baby friend and also artist had been in the news lately for having a friend after leaving his show being kicked out of a moving vehicle after being shot in the head.
Police have now confirmed the shooting happened on Lafayette Parkway overnight Saturday into Sunday. The victim is an 18-year-old man. Now, we're told he had been in LaGrange with musical performers Cold Hearted Savage and others. They were performing at Club True. Police say Cold Hearted Savage is employed by the 4PF music label, which is reportedly associated with criminal street gangs in Atlanta.
But not even a full 3 months later, reports had came out that his other friend, also artist Lil Dirty Tay, for allegedly shooting and wounding a 3-year-old after targeting his father. Fam, before we cover this, remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to jump right to it. With the DA of Fulton County, Georgia, of more RICO indictments in the upcoming future, it's hard not to think Lil Baby won't be in that category. Especially when you look up, the news is already indicating his brand as a gang. Back in August 3rd, 2022, police had released a report that a toddler was wounded in a targeted Atlanta shooting. It was broad daylight outside in a black Dodge Charger. A father and his 2 kids was leaving a local barbershop called Off the Hook. Inside that vehicle was 2 kids, 5 and 3. The Atlanta Police Department said the shooting happened around 4 p.m. near Peter Street and Chapel Road, near the Morehouse and Spelman campuses. At the time, the only thing that was determined was that authorities knew that they was being followed from the barbershop, and they didn't quite know whether the person who shot at them and the person who was getting shot actually knew each other. Police said the driver of a Kia targeted the victim's car. Both cars stopped at the light of Chapel Road. The car pulled alongside on the passenger side and began to open fire, striking the 2-year-old that was in the back seat, Deputy Chief Hampton had quoted. The driver of the Kia had fled south on Peter Street. The toddler's father drove to a fire station about 1.5 miles south of the shooting scene. Firefighters there had took the 2-year-old to a local hospital. He was in critical condition, but was pronounced stable condition as early as Wednesday evening.
Year-old boy is recovering tonight after being shot inside his father's car. Tonight we hear from his family and get an update on how that boy is doing.
Good evening. I'm Deidre Dukes and for Courtney Bryant.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes, and that is where we begin tonight. The family of that wounded 3-year-old boy has revealed that there were 2 children in the back seat of the car when he was shot this week on Peter Street.
Atlanta police still have not found the shooter, who they say targeted the father and his 2 sons. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor talked with the toddler's family, who says Javon Jewell's medical condition is improving.
Javon Jewell's family is obviously extremely shaken by this very disturbing shooting. But at the same time, they tell me they are grateful. Not only will Javon pull through, but his 5-year-old brother, who was also in the back seat, was not hit.
He's alert and everything, and we'd like to thank everybody for their prayers.
Javon Jewell's family is so grateful the toddler survived a horrific car-to-car shooting on Peter Street on Wednesday afternoon. His granddad says his condition is improving every day.
They did remove the bullet from his head. So he was real lucky. The doctor said he was real lucky because he wasn't too far from entering the brain.
Granddad Regis Yates also revealed Javon's 5-year-old brother had also gotten a haircut and was in the car when someone pulled on the passenger side of the vehicle and opened fire. There were 2 babies in the car?
They was in the back seat.
So it missed the 5-year-old?
Yes.
The father, Dawan Jewell, and the 5-year-old were not injured. Mr. Yates says the car, riddled with bullets, is the only vehicle the family had. They have started a GoFundMe and are in need of financial assistance.
The kids, they could use some help. Anytime something like this happens, it's a major setback. It's a major setback, especially when it's your child.
This case is really a top priority for Atlanta police. They want to find this shooter, and they say this will become a Crime Stoppers case in coming days with a $2,000 reward. In downtown, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Prayers up to that kid and his family for a speedy recovery. It wasn't until a couple of weeks after this scene, on August 23rd, a Wednesday, 2022, where an arrest had came for the attempt murder of that 3-year-old toddler against him and his dad and the other brother that was in the car, who luckily didn't get injured. And it shocked the hip-hop community when reports had came out that the person behind this shooting was allegedly Lil Baby artist, also friend, Lil Dirt Tay. Police said 24-year-old Katavius Wright was charged with aggravated assault, attempt murder, and cruelty to children and gang-related charges. Once again, they keep doing those gang-related charges, family. Police think he shot 3-year-old Javon Jewell on August 3rd at Peterson Street and Chapel Street after the child father took the children to get a haircut. To be honest, fam, I don't care about no rapper. I care about this 3-year-old boy who could have lost his life. He's gonna be damaged for the rest of his life as he was shot in the head at 3. Fam, it ain't looking good for Lil Baby and for PF. And it's very unfortunate because you can't control grown men actions. But because they're associated with you, you might be to blame just as much as them, unfortunately. Fam, that was the story of an Atlanta rapper who's known to be an associate and is also signed under the 4PF Lil Baby artist umbrella, had allegedly got arrested for allegedly being the man behind the shooting of a 3-year-old boy. Fam, get in the comments and talk to me about how y'all feel about this one. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.